Hello, YouTube. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome on Janet Rangi. I love you always for coming. Today we are going to discuss about ideal bank statement. I'm going to talk about what is this ideal best bank statement. And before we start, actually, let me define the people who will need a bank statement. By the way, not everyone needs a bank statement. Let us understand that not everyone needs a bank statement. For instance, if you have a sponsor or someone who has offered to pay for you and they provide their own bank statement from the United States, or maybe it's an organization sponsoring you for this education or the like, of course, you don't need a bank statement. People that have full scholarships and the scholarship is identified in the I-20, these people do not need a bank statement. Okay. People that are coming maybe for a visiting visa and the trip is fully sponsored, these people probably do not need a bank statement. But by no means should you go to the embassy without a bank statement. Okay. Always carry that. I'm not saying that just because I mentioned these people, you show up at the embassy without a bank statement. Although there are people who have listened to me before and went to the embassy without a bank statement, they crossed fingers and they came. Do not take that chance because the embassy is not looking at the bank statement, they are looking at the total picture. By the time they ask a bank statement, they're just wanting to confirm something from you. Okay, so who is this ideal candidate that needs a bank statement? A student, and by the way, let me start, community colleges. Most of the time, people in community colleges do not get loans. Okay, they might have scholarships, but most of those students are self-sponsored. Even here in the United States, these usually are very mature students. And thank you so much for coming. I'll try and come to the comment section before I end the video, and I hope you can hear me. Someone says hello. Okay, so okay. um Janet, after paying consultation fee, will I be paying again whenever I need to ask something? No, of course. If I talk to you this week and then tomorrow, actually today and tomorrow, we forget something, you can always text me. Okay, what you cannot do is 1 year from now you're still using that consultation. Like, you have to be reasonable. Okay, of course, if you come for a consultation and then you ask me a question, of course I always put in bold, I know those who've offered their time and money to me. Okay, that's besides the point. I just wanted to make sure you can hear me. Okay, so make sure you know, community colleges, I know people come to me, Janet, can you help me find a loan in the United States? I'm going to a community college, and I always tell them, yes, there are a few courses that they will consider, by the way. Okay, that does not rule out, but not every course in a community college. And I know I'll go and study more of those, but I know there are some that can still get a loan in a community college, trust me, but very few. Most people coming for their bachelor's degree, at least half the first 2 years down. Why? Because they want to know that you are a good student, you have good grades. Masters, they trust you already. So most master's programs, MBA, medical courses, what else? Most courses are sponsored. And so master students, rest assured that most likely, if you get admission in a good school, you are more likely to get a loan. And of course, PhD students. But these other groups, you need bank statements. The toughest is someone who is not going to a school that cannot be sponsored. Okay. Now, number one, this is what you need to do. Choose schools that are reasonably fair in fees. Don't go for very expensive fees if you are going to pay yourself. Now, having established that foundation, know where you belong. So in case you need a bank statement, or you are waiting to go to the embassy for a visa, or you've been denied before. I've met people who have told me, Janet, after I watched your videos, I clearly understand where I went wrong. I'm sorry about that. But now you are going to get ready and go back. Now you will understand what to look for. Okay. Now, number one, the total amount. Now, if you choose a very expensive school, let's say a school that is 40,000 or 50,000 US dollars per year, and you provide a bank statement that is 56,000 US dollars per year, that is a very expensive school, and the bank statement looks very strong. But the embassy is looking at you. If all you have is 56,000 US dollars, are you going to snatch all that from your family? Are you going to snatch all that from your wife or husband, from your children, and from your clan just to educate yourself in America? Number two, if that fee is only for 1 year, that means for 2 years it's 100,000 US dollars. Where are you going to get the second year? Okay, and you will never say in the interview, actually my plan is if I go there, I've had, you can work on campus 20 hours per week, and you can even borrow from CPT, which I'll do a video. You can borrow CPT and then have that work permit, work as you go to school. So I'm looking into such offers. You cannot explain that, because a student visa, you're supposed to come and study. Now, an ideal bank statement in that case, honestly, if you've chosen a school that is 56 or 50,000 US dollars, you should be a person who's presenting a bank statement that is $200,000 plus, meaning you're just damn rich. Okay, but even 200,000, you can see that that is 25% of your savings. And at that point, the embassy is wondering why you even have to leave your country. But then it goes both ways. It's like when you're applying for a school and you're giving all these qualifications as if you are going for a job. Even jobs, they get scared when they see too many qualifications. They're like, maybe we cannot pay this person enough. Universities are thinking, okay, you are very educated, you probably don't need us. So you have to know how to strike a balance. Okay. So first of all, don't go for very expensive schools unless you're getting a student loan. But in the event that you have to show a bank statement, I want you to think of three, four, five times that amount. I'm just being honest. You think like that you have to cover the whole amount. Do they know that maybe you don't need it? Yes. Do they know you have social ties in America? Yes. But whatever you present, they have to file that with the embassy. And that is the record that they have to show if in case they're audited. So you have to be thinking like an auditor. Okay? It's your job to convince them. So an ideal bank statement in this case needs to have enough money. Okay? So cost is very, very important, and match that to the amount of money that you are going to pay fees. Let's go to the content. The content of the bank statement. How many of you pay attention to the content of the bank statement? Apart from just looking the starting balance and the ending balance, how many of you pay attention to the transactions that are going on? A very experienced eye will pick it up. Okay? An experienced eye will pick that up. If you say that you've been getting money, okay, through let's say you are a business, or you're a teacher, and you tell them you earn about 5,000 US dollars, honestly, the transaction should be showing 5,000 US dollars from your school district, or from the government, or whoever is paying you to teach. So in fact, I did a video yesterday and I say, how about you take a bank statement and work backwards? Because some of us will just think, I got a bank statement that is 5 million. You don't care the contents, okay? You don't care what is, if I can check, do I see the transactions matching your application? You say that, okay, you have a contract with a power company. They pay you on a monthly basis, or they pay you a contract of every 6 years. Every 6 months. If they go in the content, can they see some transactions of money coming in from the power company? What is Janet saying? Pay attention to the content. It's very easy for them to catch you, but you will never know. They don't want to embarrass you. They don't want to say anything, but they already know. They know how to capture lies. Do you understand? It is your responsibility to be extremely, extremely smart and understand what you're carrying in the pocket and what you are showing them. Number three, who is the sponsor? Are you self-sponsored? Are you sponsored by your spouse or the family? Are you sponsored by brothers and sisters, friends, or uncles? The strongest bank statement comes from you as an individual. You're doing very well anyway. Okay. You're coming to America to learn a skill that is going to improve your business. That is the strongest bank statement. Okay. The weakest bank statement is the one that comes from an uncle, a cousin, a friend. Again, let's go back to our example, 50,000 US dollars per year. That is the fees for that school. And then your friend has given you a bank statement that is 56,000. Honestly, okay? Do you think the embassy will be convinced that this friendship is so deep that someone is willing to take 56,000 US dollars of their life savings, unless you explain to the embassy this is just one of the 10 bank statements they have? Then maybe you have to do that job to convince the embassy. And that is your responsibility. They will never know, because they just see a bank statement that is 56,000 US dollars. Yes, it meets the qualifications for you to get I-20. But when they do that, when they think, why would a friend offer all this money to you and remain broke? So sometimes let us think when we are providing these bank statements. Who is the person giving you, and what is the amount? Can you prove the relationship? Why would that person be paying for you? Okay. Is it like maybe this man, maybe your uncle was educated by your dad? Is it because you're an orphan? Okay. What exactly makes, are you going to be employed by his business? Is he educating you to go learn a skill and bring back to his business that is more important than his kids? Maybe you are good in business administration and his children are good in the sciences, they don't want to do business. So he has decided to invest in the nephew. He has decided to invest in the niece to go to America and come back. But again, it's your responsibility. So who is this person? So we have covered the cost, very important. Okay. The relationship is very important. Okay. Now let's go to your age. Sometimes we never think of age. If you are a young person, 18, you just came from high school, a bank statement from your parents is very ideal. An uncle who educated you, a guardian, that is very ideal. But once you start tethering around 26 and you're single, okay, that is debatable. I think 25 is a sweet spot where you can be either way. Once you start turning 29 or 35, and worse, you are married, again, it becomes very difficult. Why your parents, and I know this is cultural, but honestly, they don't see why they will give away all their life savings for you to come and do a master's program in the United States. So, what is your age? Young people depend on parents or families or guardians. But the older you get, you should be either self sponsored, sponsored by the company, or sponsored by the spouse. And the spouse means it's your own money, but we all know many spouses have separate bank accounts. I don't know why, but you know why. Okay. You have separate banks. So now, when it comes to signing the affidavit of support, your spouse has to sign because you do not have what? A joint account. Okay. So the relationship, the age, all these things have to make sense. Why? Okay. All right. Okay. A good bank statement, pay attention again. The duration of that bank statement. So you cannot bring a bank statement that is 2 years old. Transactions have to be at least 3 months, 3 months going backwards. So if this is October, we want to see a bank statement that is a July, August, September. Oh no, September, October. Okay. Oh, July, August, September. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So starting from July. Okay. Don't go for a statement that was in January. Another thing that you don't pay attention, but Janet, I was having a very good deal that came in 3 months ago, and it came in back. Okay, and I have those transactions coming in and out. I'm like, yes, it's understandable, and maybe they will let you go. But to be quite honest, that amount, they have to see the balance. Where is that money? They cannot use money that is somewhere in the air. How about if your relationship breaks with that company the next day? Where are you going to get the money? So it's good to have that balance that they are asking for reflected at the end of the page. Okay, current balance 50,000 US dollars in the case of our school here. Okay, all right. A bank statement cannot be fake. Can I repeat? A bank statement cannot. Janet, how do I know a bank statement? By the sources. You need to know where the sources are. Where did you get this bank statement? I'm not going to stress that enough. Okay. Another thing. Okay, let me say this. Let me pay attention to this. Okay. You know, sometimes embassies have people from your own country working there. Did you know that? So you need to pay attention. Okay. If a bank statement is reading a different tribe, and it could be a friend from a different tribe or a spouse from a different tribe, that makes sense. Oh, my grandmother, is your grandmother, and the tribe is like the one that lives from the coast and you come from the mountains. How can that be? Okay, because the embassy can just call the next person there. Do you know this person? Do you know which tribe they come from? Yes. Can the grandma come from this tribe? It's very unlikely. And then they go to that DS 160 and they see the contacts. Do you remember they gave you some contacts and say, can you give us the names of people that you trust? Include, then they call. Yes, do you know so and so? Yes. Well, how did you know them? Yeah, you knew where they were coming from, the mountains. Oh, did you know the grandma comes from the coastal region? No. All our families from the mountains. And we speak the same language. Okay, now you're caught lying to the government. And then now you know you wonder why you'll go to the embassy 10 times and you never get. And by the way, let me give you a hint. Anytime the embassy is denying you 5 times, there's something you did. So there are categories even in there. That's why you should never hesitate to go back to the embassy. If you had your record straight, keep going. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. And even some people say, Janet, I got mine after 10 years. Never give up. Janet, I got mine after 5 years. Never give up. True. But do you know what usually happens in that case? You've passed the days of the law. Have you ever known these people that are deported? They are told they cannot re-enter the United States maybe for 5 years. And it's true, after 5 years, if you reapply, or 7 years, whatever number of years they gave you, you can come in. And so you are like, yay, finally, they gave me a visa after 10 years. No, it's because the clause was expired. You've been punished. Okay? So now they feel free to give you a fresh application, a fresh look. There are some things, especially fraud and misrepresentation, you'll keep going and going and they will not tell you. They will not tell you. Okay. And by the way, speaking of that, they have something called administrative outcomes. You know, when you go to the embassy, you'll either get a visa, you'll be denied, or you'll put on administrative investigation. But from experience, the people that are put on an investigation, they usually get that visa. Yes, I have many that call me, Janet, here, I'm panicking. I was on an investigation on administrative. I say, well, they call you to go with the passport. That is a good sign. And they gave that person a visa just recently, and it's not the first case I've had. Okay, so pay attention to these bank statements. I hope you are learning something from this video. It's not just a matter of getting a bank statement and the amount is good. Okay, that school is 25,000 US dollars. I'm gonna get a bank statement that is 30,000, and you think you've conquered. Surely you're still looking poor. Okay, and they have a responsibility of giving students who will come and pay. If I think of more points on bank statements, of course I'll come and present. But they cannot be misrepresent. They cannot be fraud. Okay, they cannot be made from the streets. And they consider your age. If you are older, 45, why are you using your mom's bank statement? Unless they are deceased, unless you're the one who has inherited inheritance money. Okay, your age matters. Your relationship with the sponsor matters, because it doesn't make sense for a stranger to just go and keep you and pay you for all that money in America. Okay, the amount matters. The cost of the school matters. Okay, leave in the comment section if I left out anything, or if you think one day you are denied a visa because your statement was that way. Okay, but master student, of course, you're coming to Janet and I'm helping you to get loans. This time, master students, I'm just saying, no, yeah, I'm not gonna do bank statements. You don't have. How about we use our, our resources so that we can go to the embassy strong? Okay, Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com for those wanting visiting visas, for those wanting student visas. And by the way, the embassy is opening up. We are very proud. Many people are now getting appointments. If you check, there'll be an open slot. Most of the time now, you don't even need emergency applications, because they keep on trying and opening new appointments every day. If you're one of those people thinking you don't have an appointment, keep waking up. As I've always said in my videos, when people are sleeping, you wake up. Midnight, your own country, because the system is refreshing the new appointments for the next day. So you will be the first one after midnight to see that appointment, and then you just switch. I think you have up to 4 times to switch. But if you try the 5th time, or the last time for that matter, it will tell you this is your last chance to change, or you have 1 attempt left to change. Okay, now don't change these appointments. If, let's say, your school starts in September, but you have appointment in November, you go and check. Now there's an opening in October, and then you take, no, your school is in September. Wait and see, instead of using all your weapons on one. Well, I didn't mean to use that word, but you understand. If you are playing a game, you have to have all the tools. Now you're using all the tools before you reach to the real application. You can see now there's an opening in July, but since you used all your tools before, now you have nothing. You cannot request. Okay, so good luck with these bank statements. Let me go to the questions. Okay, and then I will let you go. I hope good luck with bank statements. Okay, pay attention to them. Okay, Louise, thank you so much. Stuart, watching live from Abu Dhabi, thank you so much. On Nesmo, very nice. Okay, Janet, after paying consultation, I answered that. PG, how are you? Okay, I need to see you one more time or two more times. Eunice, good morning, Janet. Thank you so much for the great content. Followed you for a while, and now I know this will bear fruits. Amen to that. Good luck. Okay, PG also watching. Okay, Santos. Hi, Jay. Good morning from my side, watching you from Dubai. Very nice. I have so many followers in Dubai. They usually spot me at the airport. The last time I traveled, they spotted me at the airport. Okay. What do I say? I've been following you. Yeah, good luck. Nelias, how are you? And Mercy, yes, you got me live today. Keep dancing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Santos, pleading to us all to like and share her shows. Let's promote our sister for her relentless effort. That is a very good point. Yes. Some of you watch Janet, you gain. You say, thank you, Janet. Thank you. God bless. And you cannot even lift a finger and say like. You cannot even lift a finger and say subscribe. So how are you helping Janet? And so thank you so much for that. It didn't come from me. It came from your friends. Every time you click like or dislike, it doesn't matter. Okay. The computer can tell that, hey, there's some engagement going on. So remember to subscribe. The new ones, welcome. I just came from the email. I saw a new one. Janet, I'm following you for the first time. I always feel excited when I see the new ones for the first time. And I need this, I need this. I say, take your time, you'll see a lot. My brother willing to support me for study, but I have a wide age gap. And when I inquired, they said UK will be appropriate for a foundation course, but will be hard to get a study visa for Canada. We don't know. They look at the total picture. Today, remember, this video is just about bank statements. But they can make or break you at the embassy. But they are looking at the total picture. Who are you? At the end of the day, who are you? Okay, are you able to convince them that your lifestyle, wherever you are, is good? You are planning, you have a good school, you have a good course, you have good communication skills, you have a good command of the language, and you are ready to come, study, and go back. Okay, it's your responsibility to do that. Unique. This is Damiel from Uganda. If I mispronounce your name, okay. If you have O-level certificate and vocational certificate of 3 years, can you be admitted in US universities and colleges? Yes, 100%. For those who don't know, O-level is high school 4 years. A-level is what we used to call, where I come from, Form 6. You finish 4 years and then you add 2 years. But yes, community colleges, yes. I've even seen someone with CPA where they gave us a chance to do masters. And this CPA did not even have a bachelor's degree. But they told us to make sure we do a certain course. We keep on doing courses. So I'm like, take this deal. It's very good. Okay, because when you've done CPA, you are very smart. But most schools, before they give you a master's, they want to see what? Your first degree. Okay, Susan, thank you so much for your love hearts from Bangkok. How nice. Thank you so much all the way. John, always when I see your videos, I feel like having the green card in my hands. Amen, amen. You know, positive energy. And you know, positive energy goes a long way, Believe, believe, believe. Okay. Like that video I did, 100% ways of guaranteed green card. I say you have to change the mindset. That people loved that video. Is almost 100,000. Okay. So there's something that people loved in that video. Okay, Luis, 2 questions. B1, B2. Okay, thank you. B1, B2 holder already in the States and planning to change F1. Do they need a bank statement? Yes. Will you advise this person then to open a bank account in the States before changing to F1? No. Any bank statement from anywhere in the world will do. And by the way, if you didn't know, Janet is helping people within that process. Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. Especially if you are panicking and your days are almost going and you've changed your mind. Right now, it's very hard for you to get a school that will apply for you in the fall. Okay. But of course, if you come to Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com, we can see what we can help you with. Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. I know someone was asking. Yeah. I'm even getting those who are telling me, Janet, I was thinking of changing last time, but I did not. This time when I come, I'm coming. Yeah. Good for you. They did know that they can use. Even some I've met, they didn't know that they can renew online. You know, and they are happy. Okay. Great ideals. Charity, thank you. Jemima, it's always informative to listen to you. I must admit, I haven't had such information anywhere else. As always say, coffee soon in Texas. Thank you, Janet. And see you soon, Jemima. Thank you so much. And thank you for appreciating my content. Okay. It's growing. Janet was just not interested in coming to YouTube. I was too busy with school. I was too busy with other things. My social life was never good at some point. I was struggling. You understand? But God has been very gracious to me. I've remained strong. And you can see when I'm strong, I present every day. Every day. I never fail. And you can see the numbers going up. Okay. And thank you for subscribing and for liking my videos. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jemima. That is a very strong comment. Dan, what are you saying? Thank you for the information. Okay. All right. Sure, guys. Always click the like. That is Jemima. Thank you so much. Janet, that is done. I'm looking for church conference invitation, but nowhere to be seen. JanetRangi.com. JanetRangi67@gmail.com. Yes, we can help you because it's our job to help people. We assist. We assist you to find what you want. Anything you want in America, Janet. Anything you want in Canada, Janet. Consultation. But I need my weekends, my friends. I get so tired. Okay. Okay, Dami is like, thank you so much for answering my question. You're very welcome. Okay. Pubai, hi Janet. Does the embassy require bank statement if you have a loan? No. I love you back. Okay, Janet, how will the embassy know about my bank statement if they don't ask for it? Or will they only know whether my funds are enough, okay, or not upon request? So remember, bank statement is the law. The bank statement is the law. So what does that mean? A school will never give you admission without the bank statement. So they will say, we've recommended you for admission. Now bring your bank statement. Once they see your bank statement, financial statements, they'll check and then give you an I-20. The embassy knows that. Because the I-20 reflects the amount. To answer your question directly, actually, if your bank statement is 35,000 US dollars, they will show it in the I-20. It will right there in the I-20, it will show. Now, if you are visiting visa, it's up to them to determine. Maybe your letter said someone is sponsoring you food, room, and board. Do they need a bank statement? And they say, who is going to pay for the plane ticket? The same people, yourself. And sometimes there's a place where you can say, have you had any arrangements? Although they don't encourage people to put arrangements and put the air ticket there. If you did, they know you have an air ticket. But for the most part, as I said, they are looking at you, not that bank statement. What are you saying from your mouth that they can type and tell America that they have a reason to give you this? Okay. Yeah. Laureen, hi, Janet. I'm always live with you every day. Hooray. Keep up the good work. Laureen, thank you so much. Okay. Andrew, Janet, I have a sister who has a boyfriend in Germany. They want the best way. The boyfriend is in Germany to invite them over. Can you help with this? I don't do Germany. I don't do Europe. I don't do Australia, but thank you so much. But tell them to come to America. Janet will be more than happy to help. Okay. Thank you so much, Andrew. Esther, I have a B1, B2 visa, but I'm not working now. A friend has invited me to the US and will provide accommodation, meals, and transport. I will need to show a bank statement at the port of entry. No. Carrie, why do you need you proved those at the embassy at home? That's why they gave you a B1, B2. Okay. And of course, you plan to go back. But in the event that you do not want to go back and you've seen many things through your touring and you don't know the next step, this one, JanetRangi67@gmail.com. I'm helping people just like you. Okay. PG, thank you so much. You answered my question. I love you. I love you. I love you. Stanley. Hi, Janet. After how long should one apply again after refusal? Good question. There is no time frame. Okay. From experience, from listening to the embassy and my sources, many people think you have to wait at least 3 to 6 months. Well, good. Because if you go the next day, by the way, the law doesn't stop you from going 10 times. And they say that very clearly. If they deny you, and even the letter will tell you you can come and appeal, you can come and apply again next time. The whole goal is what has changed. You know, someone can turn around in 1 week and go and convince that embassy why they are back. And you who has waited 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, you go back, they see the same person, nothing has changed. The bank statement is still bad. The communication skills are bad. You know, you told them that you don't have a mother. Now they have identified you have a mother in the US. So anyway, something has to change. For example, that question PG just asked. Yeah. So last time, what has changed? I feel like last time I was nervous. I did not have enough courage. I did not explain myself enough. And I feel like I should have shown you my bank account. I should have shown you my bank statements so that you can give me a chance. Okay. I feel like maybe that is one of the reasons that made you deny me the visa. And I'm here to represent myself again. That is a change. Some of you think when I say I change, it means you go and travel. It means you go and buy more properties. It means now you go and get married so that you can look like you have children and wife and children. No. So the simple answer, according to them, you can go anytime. Okay. But ideally, you can't just go the following week and nothing has changed. As I said, if you feel like they did not assess you fairly, they said, hey, tell us what you think. What It's not like they're trying to chase you. They're just asking you what has changed. So have something that has changed. Another thing that mistake people make, they go with a student visa, and then after 2 months, now they say, they denied me student visa. So let me just go visiting. They can tell that obviously you don't know what you want. You think by taking a different visa, now you have a chance. Did you know you can actually go back with the same I-20, same school, same everything, same, you can go back. But just tell them that the previous time you felt like you are nervous. The previous time you feel like you did not have time to explain the finances and you are wrong. You can see why they denied you, but you are back today to clean that record. Same visa, okay? Same department, same major. You did not change anything. It shows consistency. Your goal has always been to go to school. And now you are demonstrating that actually you are going to school. Okay. All right. Who else? I'm about to close this video. Janet, does that mean a person who hasn't traveled to any country in their passport can be given a visa? Does it mean that a person who hasn't traveled to any country can be given? I think you mean cannot. No, it's just one of those things to show that you are interested in traveling abroad. Maybe you're coming to tour. They're like, yeah, this person we saw the visa, they went to Germany. We saw them, they went to Qatar. We saw them, they went to Canada. Now they wanted to come to US. That is a strong person. That's a strong application. But there are people who have never traveled before, many that come because they met the requirements in many other areas. But I think if you have that travel history, okay, especially in, they call them developed nations or nations or first world nations, wherever they call them, you have an advantage. That is true. Because you prove that you went in other people's countries and you did not break the law and you went back home. So obviously you get points. Have I seen people who have traveled before get denied? Yes. It just depends how they interpret. Okay. Yeah. So traveling is not a must. It just gives the application strong. Okay. Who is that? I'm finishing. Hi, Janet. My wife applied for the DV lottery. Will distance affect us in case she wins because I'm under contract outside my native country? I'd suggest she applies as single and maybe petition later. No. You're complicating issues. Story remains the same. Okay. No, the story, if you're married, you're married. I have a client who came for a consultation. Actually, I need to call her and see her progress. She was in Israel. She was doing her J1 and she won the green card. Guess where they're going to process? Jerusalem. She's not going to Kenya to process the green card. She's going to Jerusalem. So the embassy will guide you. Can one of you do it from where you are and the other one can do it from home? It's up to the embassy to decide. Okay. Yeah. But don't start complicating issues just because I'm out of the country. Let's change from married to single. No. We should not, unless I didn't understand. Janet, my wife applied for the DV lottery. Will distance affect us in case she wins? No, because I'm under contract outside my native country. I suggest she applies as single and maybe petition later. You have no chance to petition later. If you wait her to come here, she will petition for you, yes, after 5 years or 10. And I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Okay. Janet, I come for consultation package. Do you give a discount to the other packages? Hey, it's tough because I have a team and still I put in the best competitive rates compared to what you guys pay at home. Trust me. I'm spending money in dollars. I have to pay people who are working in dollars. So I have to convince them to leave a job in America, to leave a job in Canada, and make the application for you. And why do I use people from Canada or America? Because that is what you're coming to Janet for. You're coming for this American experience, the American eye. What do I see that you don't? So if I'm making applications, remember these people, even me, I'm paid per hour. Okay. But if you're saying you want to remove the 99 from the general price, maybe we can consider that. Is that what you're asking? That makes sense. I can. Okay, if you come and you do a consultation, yeah, we can remove it from the other amount. That makes sense to me. Okay, but not to bargain, because once the taxes and fees are removed, I have to tell myself where I'm on that computer when I could be making money somewhere else. And Janet, is not about making money. I've had people saying, "Oh, it's all about money," but there's nothing wrong with that. Every business, people that saw me this shirt were looking for money. So don't look at money as if it's a bad thing. What you can do, just be aggressive and start earning also. Okay. Sorry to digress. Okay. Just someone made that comment. I told them, no, you can go and even start a business. We'll be happy for you. Okay. So you get the point. You remove the 99. Okay. If you take the next package, I think that's what you meant. I hope. Okay. Let's see who else. Um, Janet, if I come for okay, Kenneth, on a daily basis, I wait to have you live. Anyways, I'm waiting for my school. We apply to respond. Okay, very nice. I'm a witness to your good service. Oh, okay. And thank you so much for that. People that come and they take the next package, they're surprised at what. Leave alone people that saw me last year when I was struggling alone. Now, if you come, you'll see Janet Rangi team will be very impressed. You just see 3 people on the line or 4 people with you discussing. Where on earth have you ever seen that? We are discussing with you. We tell you, hey, we are struggling here, but you know what? We slept at 4 in the morning. So we found this school. But hey, we need this from you. Yeah. And now that you can't find Janet, please, you have this one and you have that one. Okay, and let me just mention their names. So sometimes, if you hear Ashley, Janet Rangi team, if you hear Purity, Janet Rangi team, if you hear Sam, Janet Rangi team, if you hear Josephine, Janet Rangi team, if you hear Bruce, Janet Rangi team, if you hear Joshua, Janet Rangi team. I hope I didn't forget anyone. They'll go in the meeting and say, Janet, yeah, you forgot my name. Okay, and Ashley probably has other people helping her too. Okay, so we are a big team, and you will see when you come. I don't play. I give world-class standard. In fact, better. So that you don't say, Janet, I didn't find you. No. I assigned you Josephine. No. I assigned you Joshua. No. Purity is there. You could have called Purity Sam, because they will come and find me and say, no, so and so on. Okay. Yeah, so that is how. And thank you, Ken, for that comment. So you are waiting for admission, and you want that to happen very soon. Okay. My friend used a false certificate at the embassy. Can she ever get a visa? No. Are you telling me the embassy found out? If the embassy found out about this, no, she will not. Okay. Until the forgiveness period ends. Okay. Andrew, does traveling history also apply to the student visa? All of them. Again, it's just an extra cushion. It's just an extra point. It's not a must, but you look like, you are well traveled. You are proving that you have enough finances. Okay. It's long since I did embassy video on questions. I need to come and do that, because I know that's what you're waiting for. Come, we are doing visiting visas. People who have expired B1, B2s are coming. Say, Janet, put it in for me. Another one came and I gave him, we applied within 3 days. She had a visa. She's like, what? I say, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Who else? Hello, Janet. Please advise on green card through nursing. Is associate degree enough or one has to do 4 years? No. Any school you go to, you have to make sure it's certified or credentialed, wherever, which question. Accreditation. Number 2, make sure you get RN. And registered nurse is always 3 years to 4 years. Okay. And the answer is yes. 3 years diploma or associates, yes, you get a green card. Okay. All right. Catalina, very nice, a cute name. Okay, James, thankful that I found you live, and it's in uppercase. I had a request to you last week in your email. Okay. All right. Did we answer? I hope we answered. Sometimes if it's too long, I just can book consultation. If it's one sentence, I sometimes like, okay, let me answer this one quick. And I can tell I've not solved your situation. But me, I just go by what you say. Okay, there's a follower who came, Janet, even I've asked that question and she's here. I've asked that question and you answered very well. But now that you are looking at my application, I can see I will never have known. I just thought I was happy with your answers. But when you dig, you always say someone has a problem, and look how many problems we found. Okay. Okay. I wanted to attend a 2-week course in this October, but the consular officer told me during the interview that she wasn't sure if I would go, but I knew it was my visa process was in admin processing. Okay. You have good chances. Admin processing, I don't know. They do investigations. They have a whole department of investigating those bank statements, those school certificates, previous information you gave to America, previous relationships they can see in the computer and you're denying, sometimes administrative processing can take as little as, I don't know, 30 days, whatever. People come back quick and some are like 6 months, they are waiting. Okay. Did I miss anyone? I hope I did not. Let's see. If I miss your comment, I love you. I love you. It's not intentional. Okay, though the meeting would have been over, I hope the consular officer will still grant me the B1. Yes, because you can come to future meetings. Correct. The visa officer asked for my funding. I showed her all. She asked for my travel history. I told her. She eventually gave me a pink paper which explains administrative process. Will I still get it? Yes, you have a high chance of getting. But I don't know how long. As I said, some people it takes long, sometimes it takes short. But from people come to me, they've gotten that visa after administrative. If you did everything right now, if you did some lies somewhere, you know yourself. Okay, but good luck to you, you will get. Okay, that is Town Sanya Food Strength. Oh, wow. Janet, I applied the green card, but I don't know anyone in the US. Is there a way you can help someone to get a host? I have a list of hosts, but people did not come. You come, I talk to you, I say, I have a host, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and then I forget. By the time you come back, I've 200 mails before you. The chances of me coming back to you are almost zero. But I'll show up here on the video. I'll give you free information always, okay? Yeah, but good luck. Find Janet. It's your choice whether to go to America or find Janet, okay? Mercy, okay, leave your website. I need clear guidance on Canada. JanetRangi.com. Just my name here on the video. Just look at myname.com. That is a URL that is paid for years to come. Okay. Hey, when someone has won the green card, does the embassy verify the certificates? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they would expect you to tell them the truth. I'm hoping you'll tell them the truth. Okay. I don't know how to answer. All I can tell you, they expect the honest truth. Okay. Yeah. Joseph, good. I'm not in that embassy, so I don't know. I'm assuming they want the original, authentic. No, don't give original copies, but I'm just telling you they don't want anything fake. Okay, Janet. Good morning, Janet. Thanks for your infos. This is my first time. God bless you. Wow, Joseph, welcome. What a way to close the video. Joseph, welcome. You're one of those who just said at the beginning of the video, we like meeting new ones. Okay, guys, you are going to do a good job on bank statements. You are going to do a good job. I hope I've answered most of you. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Adios. Kwaherini. Until the next video. Zikomo. I love you so much. Asante, asante, asante. Watching from Qatar. USA, here we come. I love that spirit. Okay. Keeping the strong desire to succeed. See you guys. I have to go shower. I'm going to arrange these things first. Bye. Bye, guys. Have a good day.